Two-time BET Sports Woman of the Year, Angel Reese, says she doesn't pay attention to what folks say about her online because no one has ever said a negative word about her in person. Uh-oh. So what have you been talking about for the last 17 or 18 months? Uh-oh. I hope she realizes she just admitted this and did so on camera with audio.
Obviously don't worry about what's going on online. I get so much love in person. I haven't ever had a negative encounter in person ever. And I've been going through this for 3 years. I've never had an encounter in person that was negative. So people online are behind the keyboard for a reason, and I don't worry about that stuff. I trust my work. My teammates trust me. And I was telling Miller today, like, she felt like she was having a rough day, and I was like, how many times have I had a rough day? And you picked me up. So don't get down on yourself. I know my teammates have my back, my coaches have my back, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. But
Time BET Sports Woman of the Year, Angel Reese, says she doesn't pay attention to online chatter because apparently no one has ever said anything negative to her in person. Oh, so what exactly have people been doing for the last 17 or 18 months? And yes, she admitted this on camera out loud. I wasn't worried about what's going on online, she said. I get so much love in person. I've never had a negative encounter in person in 3 years. People online are behind a keyboard for a reason. I don't worry about that. I trust my work. My teammates trust me. Today I was talking to Miller, she was having a rough day and I reminded her, how many times have I had a rough day and you picked me up? So don't get down on yourself. My teammates have my back, my coaches have my back, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to prove anything to anybody, just myself and my team.
The questions y'all got like about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it, but all the other nonsense, like, it's irrelevant. Like, we're here to play basketball and do what we do. We having a hard time right now at the end of the day. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So whatever else, like, y'all want to come at her for the way that she acts, she has to build the wall. She has to have the wall. Because if she doesn't, people will break her down. Not only just because of the way she looks, but it's because of the way she carries herself. She knows who she is. And we ain't gonna break her down for that. So whatever other questions y'all got, like, I'm hoping it's just about basketball. Maybe about...
Whatever questions y'all have about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it. But all the other nonsense? Irrelevant. We're here to play basketball, and yes, we're having a hard time right now. At the end of the day, she's just a 23-year-old handling herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So if people want to criticize the way she acts, she has to put up a wall, and rightly so. If she didn't, people would try to break her down. Not just because of how she looks, but because of the way she carries herself. She knows who she is, and we're not going to tear her down for that. So, whatever other questions y'all have, I'm hoping it's just about basketball, maybe a box score.
But also, guys, after that defeat by the New York Liberty in the post-game conference interview, Ariel Atkins has so many good words and words of affirmation to give and to provide to Angel Reese. Again, I loved it so much. You know, she was like, you know, how old are you? Angel Reese was like, you know, I'm 23. She's like, this is a 23-year-old kid. Her crown is so heavy. Okay, she had to put that crown on her, adjust that crown on the queen. She's like, you know, Angel Reese is, you know, her crown is heavy. She has to deal with so much on the daily basis. Okay, on the daily basis, both online and offline, on the court, off the court, etc., etc. And Ariel Atkins just wanted to give her flowers and reaffirm Angel Reese, like, you know what, it's not all in your head. We understand, like, I understand that you're under a tremendous amount of pressure, stress, and, you know, somewhat abuse. Okay, if we're talking about, like, you know, the online things that's been going on, and allegedly some things that have been going on the court as it pertains to the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever season opener.
So here we are, tuning in to the latest episode of the Angel Reese saga, now streaming live from whatever alternate timeline she's narrating her life from. Honestly, following Angel's post-game explanations at this point is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without instructions, only to realize halfway through that half the pieces aren't even from the same set.
Well, it looks like Angel Reese. Well, it looks like she's just been caught in what could certainly be taken as in a lie. All right? All these things that she says she has dealt with over the last year, all these encounters of racism. Remember the guy that I guess was out there waiting for him supposedly, and when the team was coming out, and of course we saw footage of that, and there was nothing malicious to it whatsoever that anybody could see. And then, of course, the Indiana Fever fans were yelling racist things.
One night, she's the misunderstood underdog just trying to play the game she loves. The next, she's the unbothered villain, proudly sipping booze like it's her pre-game protein shake. Fast forward to another media scrum, and suddenly she's a symbol of empowerment, here to hoop. As if hooping alone makes every flagrant foul, mean mug, and mid-game WWE audition totally fine.
Angel Reese, the most coddled, babied professional athlete in all of sports, continues to be the most babied and coddled professional athlete in all of sports, continues to have her peers say, "You go, girl. You be unapologetically yourself. Don't worry how rude, how arrogant, and how disrespectful you are. Don't worry about all the lies that you perpetrate. Don't worry about..."
But here's the plot twist. When the stats are low, the stories sink even lower. The excuses start sprinting faster than a track star. Injured, fatigued, silenced, unfairly targeted. Yet the moment she drops a double-double, the tone flips harder than a pancake at an all-you-can-eat brunch. Suddenly, she's got all the smoke, all the words, and a whole library of inspirational TikToks ready to go. You'd think she just won an Oscar, not managed a solid fourth quarter.
Directed at everybody, or is this a very special, specific kind of criticism that Angel Reese gets because of specifically the way she comports herself? And if her crown is heavy, maybe BET should stop giving her crowns. For the third straight year, named BET Sportswoman of the Year. I haven't even known who Angel Reese was for 3 years. How the does she have 3 of these? I didn't know who she was until I started watching Caitlin Clark. She's already stacking these things like cordwood. And it's not setting well with everybody. Clarissa Shields is one of the people that it's not setting well with. She's the baddest woman on the planet. The greatest female boxer.
Because that's the pattern, isn't it? The better the box score, the bolder the backstory. When she's cooking, she's conquering the system. When she's struggling, the system is cooking her. Every post-game turns into a choose-your-own adventure, but you already know the chapter based on how many rebounds she grabbed. Amid all the theatrics, one truth hides in plain sight. Truth is easy to remember. What? They need an entire production team. An angel? She's running out of stagehands. You can only reinvent yourself so many times before the audience starts asking, wait, wasn't she the hero last week? Or the victim? The misunderstood rebel? The bullied underdog? It's character whiplash. Someone get the fans a neck brace. What makes this latest incident so deliciously unhinged is that it wasn't just another misstep. It was a full-blown truth quake, one of those rare moments when reality ripped the mic from her hand and yelled, "Ma'am, enough." This wasn't a questionable take or a dramatized anecdote. It was a lie. Not an oops, not a miscommunication. A straight-up lie.